Good afternoon, Southeast. I'm meteorologist Zoe Kaplan with the Weather Service in Juneau. So we've got a pretty long duration snow event on the horizon, and we just wanted to give you some updates coming up through the week on what that's going to look like for the Panhandle. So we've got, just to start, we've got a short wave bringing some minor accumulations of snow through the northern Panhandle on Saturday. But the main story is going to be a pretty hefty front that's going to be pushing up through the southern Panhandle and into the northern Panhandle on Sunday. And that's going to bring, as it pushes in, some storm force gusts to the southern Panhandle, and moving up past Cape Decision and going into Clarence Strait as well. So we're not thinking it's going to make it all the way up to the northern Panhandle, but it will definitely be breezy up there, but not as breezy as the southern coastline. So the main story with this front is going to be the snowfall. We are thinking as this front moves in, it's going to be some pretty heavy bands of snow, and we're thinking around 6 to 12 inches with locally higher amounts for parts of the northern Panhandle. As this front initially pushes in, it's going to move up through the southern Panhandle. They're going to see around 3 to 6 inches on Sunday morning before those warmer temperatures starts to move in with that front, and so that's going to transition the southern Panhandle over to rain around afternoon on Sunday afternoon. We're thinking the line for where that's going to happen is from around Sitka through Cake and Petersburg, around here, and so those are a little bit questionable on whether they're going to transition as fast as the southern Panhandle, but that will be continued to look at. And everywhere from around Angoon and north is going to see straight snow through this week, and so they're thinking around 6 to 12 inches at the moment with locally higher amounts, but as that low stalls offshore through the week, that onshore flow is just going to continue snow showers for those areas through the week. And so we're thinking this is going to be a pretty long duration snow event with localized higher amounts depending on where those showers track, and that will be able to be determined a little bit closer to the event. Right now we're just thinking it's definitely going to be a lot of snow for the northern Panhandle, and the southern Panhandle is going to stay rain for most of this. They are going to start to mix back on Tuesday as those temperatures drop to the lower 30s, but this will be hit or miss whether they actually transition fully back to snow or are more of a rain-snow mix. So keep checking back for updates at weather.gov/Juneau, and we will post more updates through the week.